Okay, alright, okay. Oh, good job there, auto captions. Booty, 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 booty. Okay. Let's go. Oh, forgot my water. Welcome back, all of you. Experience 4251. Oh, Newmore's about to level up. Maybe he'll learn a new spell. Oh, actually, wait. Not you first. I want to talk to the woman first.
Cheese it! Robot house!
Hey, what's up, boo? You know, I was actually thinking about that earlier today. And I thought maybe I should just program the bot to just do the cheese it when you talk for the first time. Thanks. Cheers. Cheers. I'm not drinking today. I drank yesterday. And I'm drinking tomorrow. So today it's just tea. Also, Sarah suspects that I'm incompatible with Pinot Grigio because we had Pinot Grigio last night, and I woke up in the middle of the night sick, and she said, that happened the last time you had Pinot Grigio. And I was like, really? Like, that's a thing? That's cool. That's cool. Well, thanks for stopping by. Bye. Enjoy your visit with your family. That's what Thanksgiving's for. Hey, Melissa. Good evening. Sorry I'm on so late. Had to, you know, be a dad. Being a dad really gets in the way of my stream. Okay. So I want to buy the Shield of Strength for Newmore. It's not a better shield for Lolu, although it does cast heal more, but it casts it randomly. It's not like you get to pick who it casts it on. And I don't even know if they show preference for like injured people. That's not why I'm buying it. I'm buying it because it's better armor for Newmore. Okay, so now we're gonna go get the water flying cloth. Right? We don't have that. Do we? Yeah, still wearing hiding clothes. Okay. So, I don't know what triggers this tailor guy to make with the water flying cloth. But when after last stream, I went back and talked to him, he gave it to me. I don't know. So maybe he won't give it to me this time. I don't know. Whatever causes it, I haven't figured it out yet. Maybe it was just a matter of sleeping in the inn a number of times. To like cycle a few days. I did finger quotes down in my lap, like you could see that. Maybe I should have cast Repel so I could just get out of here. I'm trying to get off this island here. Or I could just play with my controller up here. And that way when I make finger quotes you can see them. Lap cam. I actually have seen people, not exactly with a lap cam, but will have a camera pointed at their hands so you can see what their hands are doing on the controller. Alright, Newmore. Power by 2, reaction speed by 4, HP by 4, MP 8 MP. No new spell, but still. I'll call it a win. Healed all is better than heal more, but I'm still at a point where casting heal more almost invariably heals them all the way, unless they are extraordinarily low. Oh, for when the cats are cuddling? You know, when I'm like dealing with Mac or Mooch, I'm like, this camera's not working. This is when this camera doesn't work. I need to like swap the camera with the game or something, and yeah, I need to implement something like that. I've seen streamers do it. You know, I've seen Zero Count. Zero Counts does that. His camera and his big they swap. I'll ask him how he does it, and maybe I'll do something like that for when the pets come. Although I would have to switch like, because mine's, you know, I would know how to do it much more easily if the situation I had here was an overlay. If this stuff around me was an overlay, but it's not. All of that stuff is behind my webcam and behind my USB. The corners that you see missing right there, those are cropped out. Oh no, I'm streaming at too high a resolution. It's an NES game. How can it be too high resolution? I'll need some better internet, Melissa. Why are we even fighting these? These are too weak to be worth my time. Twitch is random when it allows it. You can try reloading every few minutes. Oh, is that true? I never like watched Twitch on Wi-Fi really anyway. Like I don't really do it on mobile. Sometimes if like I don't want to turn my computer on, but I do want to get the channel points, I'll go in on mobile, but I won't interact. I will strictly lurk because the delay bothers me too much. But if I ask the streamer a question or comment on anything, by the time I'm talking about it because I'm seeing it, they've already forgotten they've said it. So I just sound like a spaz who's talking to himself. What am I doing here? I'm gonna look at my map down there. Michael, cast repel. These monsters aren't a problem, they're just slowing me down. It's just a waste of time. I'm just walking around the neighborhood picking on little monsters for nothing. It's just being a bully. Okay. I like the spell repel in this game and in Dragon Warrior 1. I like the way it functions because it just scares away little monsters. It doesn't scare away big monsters. So you can still fight the big scary stuff if you want to. You just get rid of the little stuff. I don't know, but if it's not low enough, it stays frozen. That's a bummer. Okay, so we're going back out to Toon, where I used the Watergate key to flood the river. See, like, I can still fight these things. These are kind of worth my time. Not exactly. They're not great, but better than Man-O-Wars and Ghost Mice. I mean, I used to fight Ghost Mice outside of Left Wing at the beginning of the game. It's like one of the first monsters you encounter. Okay, so we're going to go to Toon and just use the inn real quick while we're here. Oh, and so I found out, well, I played with that Dragon's Potion I found last time that lets you save it anywhere, and I was all pumped, like, whoa, that's OP. You can save the game anywhere. Well, it's not that OP. So I can save the game. Like, I can use this, and it saves the game. The problem is, it doesn't save the game right there. When you leave and continue your quest, you go back to the last town you saved it in. So what even is the function of this thing? I was like racking my brain, like, what's the point of that? Why would I need to, like... So if I, say, walk up to the final castle and save right outside it, when I load it, I'm going back anyway. The only thing I'm saving is maybe the experience I gained on the way to the castle. I'm like, okay, I guess that's something. Like, I don't lose that experience, or maybe, or gold, I guess. I get to keep my gold. I don't know, it just seemed like a very low-level problem. Like, not really a problem you'd have at this high a level. And the only practical use I could think of for it was if I were inside a dungeon and Newmore had exactly no magic at all, I could save and then reset the game, and then I would be back out. So it would be like casting outside and return for free. So I don't lose whatever I found in a dungeon, and I couldn't get back out of the dungeon or whatever. I don't know. I don't really know what to do with it, but... So you probably won't see me use it again. I used it there just for fun. Alright, so let's see if this guy will give me my water flying claw. Hello? Oh, I've just finished. Cool. See that the princess wears this. Alright. Who's got it? Where'd you get that? We need to sell that. Probably got that. For grinding. Did he just give it to the princess? Oh, he sure did. Okay. I guess it's for her. And oh yeah, I found out about this thing. It's just armor. It's good armor. It's not like a quest item or anything. Ooh, multiple minutes behind. Yikes. I typed that before you started the delayed conversation with Streamer Talk, so it feels extra relevant. Yeah, it sounds like a pretty bad delay, Melissa. Yeah, if you use the jam command, you're going to get your song 5 minutes later, it sounds like. Okay, so this is the end. Now, talk to this fella real quick, and we'll sell some stuff at the other fella real quick. And then we'll go do the Tower of the Moon. Yeah, let's sell that wizard's wand. That's quite a bit of money. And get that falcon sword. I bought one of them falcon swords to try it out. It's interesting because that thing drops your power, like your attack power drops. Compared to the light sword, I lost 60 power, like attack power. I had 152 with the light sword and 92 with the falcon sword. And I was like, what? What kind of crappy weapon is this? Why did it cost $25,000? But then again, Newmar could also equip it. And I'm like, oh, maybe it's better for Newmar. But it actually dropped his attack power by 15 as well. Like, it's not as good as the iron spear he's using. The thing is, the falcon sword attacks twice. So it was a slight improvement for Newmar. It wasn't much better for Lolyu. But I figure if you get high enough level that your attack power is like intrinsic, coming from the character being strong and not from your weapon as much, then 2 attacks is better. Also, for some reason, when Lolyu used it, he missed a bunch. It was weird. He kept missing attacks. Good luck with restarting your Fire Stick. By the time it's restarted, you'll get that message. Okay. We got water flying cloth. This is the wrong color. That's not the color for completed stuff. Okay. Now we're going to go to the Tower of the Moon just across the river here. Good day. Good day. I don't think so, Eno. I looked at my ceiling to confirm that it is in fact not day. It's not day on this ceiling. What's up, Brandon? Oh, your phone is okay. You got me. Sweet. Get me that double viewership there, Millie. Wow, way to make me jelly, Millie. Way to make me jelly, Millie. Oh. These aren't even strong monsters. It's just like... Should have cast Repel again. Alright, get out of my face. Yeah, let's Firebane these ones. What? Oh, did I just hit parry? Whoops, I meant to use an item. Gotta put baby cakes to bed soon, though. What? No, baby cakes can stay up. It's Thanksgiving Eve. I said so. Uncle Mickey said it's okay. Gosh, I haven't even made it to the tower yet, and Lolyu's limping. Come on. He's terrible about getting back on schedule. I have no idea what that's like. Can't get any of my kids on schedule. I can't even get myself back on schedule. That was a terrible heal spell. That was garbage. Yeah. No, I get that, Brandon. I'm the same way. I want to go to bed at the same time every night, and I want to wake up the same time every morning. I don't even want to sleep in on the weekends. I'm like, if I sleep in on the weekends, Monday's just going to be harder. work tomorrow. People don't have pets on Thanksgiving. Hey, Michelle. That is a sweet, sweet sword you got there. Which sword do you have? Which one is that? Scimitar. I think it's rad. Oh, you may notice I have some more emotes. They're not new. I apparently they just like gave everyone 4 more Twitch emote slots, so I have 4 more emotes. So I got to make some more emotes. I took the tier 2 and 3 one and put them up there, and I took up the 25,000 one, but I need more emotes. So if y'all got emote ideas, text them to me because I need them. I don't have any emote ideas. Oh no, what'd you do to your shoulder, Brandon? Oh, that sounds awful. Okay, we're going south to stairs. Yeah, those things you can walk on them. I walked on them by accident and I was like, oh, for a long time I was walking around them. Yeah, look at all those. Well, Michelle's flexing because she's got the most too. They absolutely do, and they give them all the yums, and then they get pancreatitis, and I work extra. Oh. Or all them dogs that got a turkey bone. Bad. Wow, look at all this. There's like not a very, this is not a very cohesive emote theme. This is just, it's pretty random. I thought I mind. That's not a complaint, I'm just commenting. Some people have a clear emote vision in their channel. Mine are all just pixelated. 8-bit emotes. Hey, that LOL one's appropriate. This is Dragon Warrior. Did my Staff of Thunder not hit anything? I wonder if they're immune to these. Oh no. They have at least some immunity. It missed B there. Those look like the flying spaghetti monster from Futurama. You saying I'm descended from some flightless manicoot? Cool. You can send emotes on the TV? How do you even, or are you just sending them on your phone? How does that even work? You use your remote to like nunchuck at it? Thanksgiving and Christmas are the busiest because pets are eating fatty, greasy chocolate stuff and getting sick. Or new Christmas pets. Huh. Thanksgiving's also a pretty busy day for me. Alright, there we go. I hope that these directions I wrote myself are accurate because I don't remember this place at all. I remember thinking that this tower was complicated. Oh, did anybody see that? Probably nobody read that. This monster is called a vampirus or vampirus, whoever. When you meet multiple of them, it pluralizes them as vampiri with 2 eyes, like radii. That was like, why'd they bother doing that? I got this. Jammy whammy fart. I didn't even know she had a fart emote. I have a jammy whammy emote. I don't think I'm subbed to her right now, but I have a jammy whammy emote, like permanent one, because I share a bunch of bits in her channel. I think it says oh butts. Where's my oh butts? I should probably just type butts. There it is. Oh butts. I learned I can use the voice button to type, so never mind. Oh. Good luck with that. Voice to text and me have a complicated history. Little chonk dactyls here. The monsters in this game, like my emotes, also follow no cohesive theme. You meet all kinds of monsters, all kinds of places, and none of them have anything to do with each other. Okay, now what? East to stairs, then south to stairs. This giant door here. This is like these towers for some reason. Everything's like magnified by 2, so you feel like I'm in Giant Land in Mario 3. Giant doors. The staircases aren't giant though for some reason. Ooh, let's see if we can kill it. These things tend to chicken out and run away, or kill me with Firebane, but if I can kill them, they're worth a ton of experience. Oh, no, don't parry. No, there it goes. I found the downside. I cannot give bits. Well then, forget that. Somebody ban Michelle. I'm not gonna get bits. What's the point? Where'd all my mana go? Why doesn't Varia have any mana? What happened here? Whatever. This is so much easier when I'm just walking directly, when I've already mapped it out. When I have to map out these towers, I'm like dying, and it takes hours. And then when I give myself little directions, I just walk straight to the thing. No trouble at all. You're the coolest one I'm sub to right now, so nothing fun. I can afford you and Critical Role, and my friend gets the prime sub. I know how you feel. Also, my fire stick now says you were offline, so oof. I love my oof emote. Oof. Oh, hey, look, there's a guy here. I don't even remember this guy. As the full moon waxes and wanes, so too the tide rises and falls. So you have to climb all the way to the top of this tower, then climb all the way back down to get to this. Yeah, Brandon. Bits boss. Actually, who is the Bits boss? Brandon is. Way to go, Brandon. Look at that. Number 1. Top Bits cheerer for the month of November. That took way too long. Boom, 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 boom. I was playing that game earlier today. I got kicked out of my room. Well, I didn't get kicked out of my room. Sarah took a nap in my room, so I couldn't go into my room. And so I played on the Switch. And I was like, what am I going to play on the Switch? And so I played the game that came out in 1988 on the Switch. That little sound clip there, that bum 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 bum, that's from Star Tropics. And there, lol, you discovered the Moon Fragment. There's actually like a whole reason and story I used that sound clip, because it's during this part where you're giving a parrot like a little gift. You're giving him a little worm to make him happy and help you. So I was like, oh, when they give me bits, I'll have a little music playing, like, give me little worms. Okay, so now we've got the Fragment of the Moon. And we're gonna go start collecting some crests. I'm gonna cast Return just to get back there faster. Oh, Brandon has been demoted. We have a new Bits boss. Medibolts, congratulations. Oh, look at those cute, look at the little ear going up and down. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Mac does that. My Bits bop! It was so short-lived. I hope you enjoyed it. It was evanescent. Oh no! And Michelle comes in and just crushes the competition. Oh my gosh. Thank you everybody for the bits. Congrats on your little bits badges. So cool. Oh, Melissa's was even shorter lived. I thought Brandon's was short. Oh. The wafer. Supposedly affiliates can have animated emotes now, but I didn't see any of that. And I don't know if it's all affiliates. I don't really know. They changed. Oh, that's what you meant for not for long. I was like, what did she mean not for long? I get it. It's all coming together. Okay. So in order to like beat the game, as I understand it, because I'm talking to all the villagers and taking all the notes, I gotta kill Hargoth? Is that his name? Malgoth? Malgor? Maldorf? Mal something. Mal, because Mal's evil, right? Mal means bad or evil. Malroth? Hargon. I wasn't even close. You were closer than I was, Melissa. Yeah, it's Hargon. Hargon is the wizard. Okay. So Hargon, in order to kill Hargon, I need to get some kind of special spell or device called the something of Rubus, and I need to get it from some old wizard. And he'll only appear if I have 5 crests. Okay? And I have 1 crest. I have the moon crest so far. I have found... Whoa! Michelle, what are you doing? Thanks! Congrats to Tihemoth and Fuso for your gift subs. Tell Michelle thanks. Cool. Well, it was Hargon. Enjoy those sick new emotes. I'll try and get more. Seriously, text me emote ideas. I need ideas. So anyway, I have located 4 of these crests. Oh no, oh no. Now Foo's gifting subs and we started a hype train. Or no, we're close to a hype train. Oh my goodness. Thanks for the gift sub, Foo. You're probably not here, Price, but congrats. Thanks, Foo. I don't think you can start a hype train with 1 bit, Brandon, but thank you very much for the bit. I picture 1 bit like flicking a coin at somebody, like a busker. Move it. What happened to your hype emote there? You got a little, you got like a, oh, there you go. Oh, okay. It's like she better. I don't know if you can start a hype train by yourself, can you? I think like a 3rd person has to be part of it. I think 3 people like can start a hype train. I'm not entirely sure. Here, you want me to gift a sub? Can I gift a sub? I don't even know how to gift a sub. I'm not even on Twitch. Oh, maybe that'll work. There it goes. There's your hype train. All right. Thanks, Melissa. Thanks, Brandon. Or not Brandon. Well, yeah, thanks, Brandon, too. Yeah, get some. So, and if I understand this correctly, there are 2 hype train conductors. And if you're one of the 2 who like contributes the most during your 6 bits did help. And it didn't matter if they didn't help. I love you anyway. The 2 hypest people in a hype train get a little train badge next to their thing. If I understand hype trains correctly. Happy Thanksgiving Eve, everybody. Okay. What the heck was I talking about? Okay, so I found 4 of these crests. I think, because that Moon Fragment I got opens a place that doesn't seem to have a crest in it, but it has the Eye of Molroth, which will lead me to a new place. I think that's where the other crest might be. I have never been told I need more hype. What? No, I don't need more hype. I'm just saying. What? You're hype, Melissa. I think you're hype. Don't let anybody tell you you're not hype. I don't even know what you're saying, but... Next, we're going to go to Hamlin. Remember Hamlin? We used to go to Hamlin all the time. Okay. Hamlin's up this way. Oh, we're going to cast Repel, though. I don't want to fight a bunch of wimpy sea creatures on my way there. Put up the Christmas lights and the Frankenstein's tree today. What's a Frankenstein's tree? What does that mean? I haven't done Christmas tree. Oh my gosh, Michelle. Wow, you almost pushed us up to another level of hype train. Thank you so much for the bits. Michelle. Oh my gosh, and Foo with another gift sub. Congratulations to Chronix. Oh my gosh, you almost... All right, Brandon. Brandon, you gonna push us over the edge? We going for level 2? What are the emotes? What emotes do we get for hype train? Let's see. Level 2 emotes, hype hands. Oh, look, the 2 of them go together and they make a little heart. Oh, there's like a hype fail. Oh my gosh, hype high. Did you see that? It's like a wonky-eyed pug. Its eyeballs are like a chameleon. That one's pretty cute. And hype nom. Oh, those are pretty cute. Those are pretty good. I tried to get that parrot the other day, but I didn't realize that the parrot was like gone. The hype squawk is gone. You can't get hype squawk anymore. So I was just like, just giving gift subs for no good reason. You know, except supporting the streamers I like. Okay, Hamlin is this way. Anyway, so we're gonna go get some crests. This is kind of mostly what we're gonna do for right now. Crests are quest items. What is this? Is that? Oh, that's Alifgard right there. What's it? Oh, someone's doing laundry. I was like, there is just some wonky noise going on in my hallway there. And Michelle pushes us into level 2 by giving our other Melissa a gift sub. Thank you so much, Michelle. You are too sweet. I'll make sure when Treehouse gets this one that I definitely don't forget to tell them it was all you. And Brandon. And Brandon gave 6 bits too. Oh my gosh. So, wait, does that mean I'm not going to get that little pug? Because that pug was so cute. All right. Oh, this... Okay, Hype Bleh is pretty good. Oh, that dolphin's awesome too. Hype Rage. hype, huh? Okay, the level 3 ones are pretty cute too. Okay, let's read this, Melissa. So what had happened was your paragraph is so long, Melissa. It filled up the whole thing on my stream right down there. You can't read the whole thing there. Okay, so now I have to read it so that when millions of people watch my VODs later, they'll know how you started. So what had happened was Marvel chewed a cord on the bottom tier of the tree the first year, so it doesn't light. Then last year she chewed the top, so the middle tier worked. So just the middle tier worked. Well, now I got a new tree, but only like 1 foot tall and the wrong light color. So that's not the top tier of the tree and looks like a That's now the top tier of the tree and looks like a Frankenstein's creation. Got it. Frankenstein tree. Got it. Who contributed more? Oh, wait, Foo? Well, yeah. Well, we'll see at the end who gets a little train next to their name. We don't even have to keep track. Twitch is keeping track. Plus, Foo only gave 2 subs, Brandon. You gave 6 bits. And if I know anything, 6 is more than 2. Just saying. What am I doing here? Chat, y'all distracted me. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you as well. I was just saying, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. Can't wait to eat some snacks and some pie. Oh, see, 11 bits. That's even more than 6. Uh-oh, somebody's in trouble, it sounds like. Happy Eve of Thanks. 11 isn't 6. That's true. Somebody's getting yelled at. Yeah, that's why you have the 2. You gave more bits, that's for sure. But, well, let's see. So, oh, I can't see it because the hype train's in the way, but there's a little banner up at the top. You can see who's given the most gift subs, too. And there's a badge for that, but Michelle's not wearing that right now because she's maxed out on badges. Too many badges. You only have 3. Gosh, I need a new chat widget. I don't like the way that my chat widget, squishes the text so that it's all tall. It's too tall. And look at all your badges. Your badges are all squished. I don't like it. Okay, where am I going? Oh, I went into the village and then I left. I was just asking Brandon how I change it back on the phone. I want my sword back. So gosh, I don't know how to do it on the phone, but there should be something called... Where is it? What is it called? Oh, it's like appearance, something, chat appearance. It's called chat appearance on... Yeah, you should have that Simtar back. You earned it. On PC, I don't know how to do anything on mobile. And that is not limited to Twitch on mobile. I just don't know how to use a cell phone. Sarah does everything for me. Okay, so if we go down here, underneath Hamlin, there's these little creatures hiding in jail here. And if we blow our echoing flute... we can hear that there's a crest nearby. I didn't actually find this crest that way. When I found this crest, I didn't even know the echoing flute did that yet. I just went in here and fought these monsters and was like, is there something under where that monster was? And sure enough, there was a crest. You can change it. The display chat icons are in the settings. Yeah, on mobile? You know how to do it on mobile? Oh, you're on mobile, Foo. Oh yeah, look, Foo got a little number 2 gift sub badge. Look at that. Oh, sweet. Gifter leader. Okay, so we talked to this little gremlin here. Actually, this is called an Oswarg, I think. Yeah, Oswarg. We fight these 2 little Oswarg. Sometimes I question the morals. Hey, hype train success. What did I get? Oh, I got the pug. I got the little pug. Oh, thanks everybody. Look at that little with the tongue and the eyes. Oh, that's so good. It's so cute. 6 subs and 712 bits. You are also lovely. Thank you so much for my new little... Oh, you got it too, Millie? Nice. Fuso, is that an otter? It looks like a river otter to me. Dude, Foo, you need the other one. Oh. All right, raise your hand if you'd rather have 0 of those emotes than one of those emotes where it's clearly like part of a set and you need it to go together. That thing has just a little red teardrop above its head without the other one. Somebody get Foo the other half. Okay, but where's your little train conductor badge? Where'd it go? Maybe those take a minute to settle in. All right, well, okay, let's kill these Oswargs here. So these Oswargs are sitting on top of a crest. I don't know how this crest got here. Nobody told me this crest was here. Oh yeah, I was talking about questionable morals. I walk into a prison. This is like a prison that these monsters are in, and just killed them. They weren't bothering anybody. They were in prison. Just feels questionable. Where'd that come from? How'd you call for help? We're in prison. Where'd it come from? Okay, well, whatever. So I just murdered some prisoners and then searched under their corpse and found I think this is the water crest? The water crest, yeah. And if I show you, this one actually looks like that little slime icon. Yeah, that's water. That's not slime. I liked it better when I thought it was slime, though. Also, I just walk into people's shops and steal stuff. Houses, steal stuff. Very questionable morals. But whatever, the game makes me do it. Choo-choo! Oh, there it is. Melissa, you got one. You got a little choo-choo train. Congrats. Wait, so how many people got choo-choo trains? Show me them trains. Oh, I like the little, oh, that little train is so cute. I should just take that and make it one of the badges you can get on the channel. Oh, Melissa or Michelle got the pug too. Foo, how come you got a different one? Why you gotta be different, Foo? Okay, next we're gonna go to the island tower. The island tower was a total nightmare for me to map, but not so bad when you're just walking through. Well, especially because, so I learned something new when I was mapping the island tower, because there's this somebody here, someone one time here, let me see, gave me this clue. Okay, they said, the echoing flute blows a magical note on an island in a tower in a chamber remote. Play it and listen, a wise man once wrote. For when the sound echoes, there shall thou find a crest of great power to aid thee in time. So, you can go back to dagger, can't you? Oh yeah, okay, there you go. Yeah, you got your dagger. You don't like the train? I like the train. I understand, the dagger's pretty cool though. So anyway, I read that clue, and I thought, top of the tower, okay? So I climbed to the top of the tower. I made that sound way easier than it was. I slogged to the top of the tower and blew the flute, and sure enough, it worked. I was like, okay, so the crest is here. So then I proceeded to search every single tile of the top floor, looking for the crest. Couldn't find it. This took an inordinate amount of time. And so then I was convinced that I had missed one in my method. I was like, I missed the square it was on. So I researched the entire top of the tower. Nothing. Couldn't find it. I was like, what is going on? And I thought, well, it must be that I have to do something else in the tower that will make it appear up here, right? So I'll do something like that. So somewhere else in the tower, I'll go do something, and then the crest will appear on the top floor, clearly. But then I blew the whistle on a different floor, and it echoed. It echoes on every floor in the tower. It's just letting you know it's in the tower somewhere. It wasn't even on the 8th floor. It was on like the 2nd floor. You have to go way up and then come back down. I was like, oh. I spent so much time searching in vain. You know, Brandon, I have come very close to Googling this game. I generally don't. I mean, like, Melissa's Googled, like, what a few items did for me and stuff like that. I like to find it on my own, but this game, more than once had me like, bruh, what? This is too... In fact, there's this ocean cave that moon crest I just got lets you into, and for the life of me, I could not figure out. I was like, I have mapped every staircase. I have mapped every wall. There is nothing. There's nothing in this place. And I was getting like pretty frustrated, and then I died. And so I was like, this is stupid. And then I went back in, and there was like a new corridor open that I hadn't seen before. And I was like, what? Did I just not see that before? Did I just totally walk by that? And it turns out that like one of the walls in there disappears when you talk to an NPC. And I never would have guessed that. Like, in retrospect, like what he says kind of sounds like that. And I'm like, oh, I guess. But when he spoke to me, I didn't guess that he had opened a wall somewhere. And it wasn't like on the screen with him. It was on the same floor at least, but it was like way north of him. I'm like, what? I never would have guessed that meant he was opening a wall. Like, I stumbled onto that because I died. I never would have voluntarily gone back to that part of the dungeon. And I'm like lucky I didn't hit reset when I died. I just didn't care because I was like, well, it's whatever. It's not my save game. It's not like a real game, so losing gold didn't matter to me. I stumbled onto that, and had I not stumbled onto that, I might have Googled it. Well, binged it. I use Bing these days. When I reformatted and, well, rebuilt this computer, I switched to Microsoft Edge and Bing. Yeah, it really is. I mean, at some level they want you to explore, and I will say that, like, when you make maps and take down notes, it's way easier. It's like, I can't even really imagine playing a game like this without taking notes and without making maps, or, you know, just going through a walkthrough on the internet. I like Bing just fine. Sometimes I have to switch over to Google because Bing isn't doing what I want, but most of the time it suffices. And I do like Edge better than Chrome. I was getting frustrated with Chrome. But okay, so like taking notes and making maps takes a lot of time. Not gonna lie. You have to want to do it because it's time consuming. You know, I wasn't planning on doing Edge. I was just getting frustrated with Google Chrome. And so I Googled, I went and Googled, what's the best browsers? What's the, lightest weight browsers? And Edge, universrsally, everyone's like Edge. Edge is the lightest weight one. And I was, surprised. I was like, really? Edge is? No kidding. I wouldn't have guessed. I would have guessed Firefox. Yeah, same. Like the kids use their Chromebooks, they have Chrome, but when they use their Surfaces, they have Edge. Don't care for Bing. I mean, I personally, I don't notice a big difference between Bing and Edge. Not that I'm saying or Bing and Google. Not that I'm saying there isn't one. I'm just not sophisticated enough to appreciate it, I guess. I'm not internet-y enough. No, Edge is a completely remade thing. In fact, they had Edge and, if I recall correctly, Edge and Internet Explorer existed at the same time for a while. They didn't replace Internet Explorer with Edge. They had both of them for a minute, and then they just stopped making Internet Explorer. But, I mean, you could ask the Microsoft employee instead of me. You probably were. I'll let Michelle take this question. But, I like Edge. I really like Edge. Chrome was, just eating up all my RAM. And I even doubled my RAM, and Chrome was still nom, 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 nom. It's like, get out of here, Chrome. It's my RAM. I want it. I don't understand why a YouTube video is slowing down my video game. That doesn't make any sense to me. Or when I open up Twitch and my computer slows down, I'm like, it's the internet. Why is this happening? I got you. Because I'm always looking for very specific things when I'm searching and Bing fails. Well, all right. Well, let's write a letter to Bing and let them know. Hey, Michelle's not getting what she wants. I definitely felt like that a little bit more when I first started using it. I was like, oh, Google knows me so much better than Bing does. But I don't know. I guess I'm already at the point now where I feel like Bing knows me well enough. My internet searches are pretty limited now. If anybody went through my internet history after I died, they'd be pretty bored pretty quickly. But if you're Googling something very specific. Sarah told me today about someone whose last name is Person. And I was like, is she going to name her kids Guy and Lady? Like, oh. And she was like, how would you find this person on the internet? You can't find someone whose last name is Person. That's true. You have a hard time finding them. Someone named Human Guy. Okay. Human Male. How would you find that person on the internet? Okay. So now we're going to go... This tower is a total maze. Total nightmare. Hated it. The monsters in here aren't as strong as the monsters in the Tower of the Moon, but this place was such a maze. I was walking around here with ghosts and like 4 hit points running from every battle. Barely mapped it out. And it's almost all just dead ends and chests with garbage in them. Okay, now we're going to go west of the stairs. It's like, it didn't even occur to me that Sarah was like, you'd never be able to find them. Just look me up on the internet. What's your name? Human Person. Like when they use that... What? Somebody fell asleep. When they use that facial recognition software on the basketball player Klay Thompson, and the return was Human Male. He's an athlete. He's a famous professional basketball player, and the facial recognition software didn't know him. Human Male. I don't know who this is. That's so sad. Who did 1 damage? Newmore, was that you? Oh, it's because these things are casting increase on themselves and upping their defense. It does seem like there is some kind of attack threshold in this game where you just kind of do 1 damage to a thing, even if you do manage to hit it. You'll mostly miss it, but when you do hit it, you'll do 1 damage. And then like suddenly the threshold breaks and your damage will jump up to pretty normal. I don't know exactly how the mechanics of it work, but my experience with punching monsters in this game seems to indicate that. It seems like your attack power that determines your damage is also your likelihood to hit. Maybe speed plays in, but if it does, I'm not sure how. Okay, so then we're on the 4th floor now. We're going to go north and then west. I can't really go north yet, so I'm going to go east, then north, then west. Sometimes I write myself instructions and then I read them later and I'm like, what were you thinking? I can't do that. Why'd you tell me to do that? That's not possible. Ow, he's undead. I like how they made him lean over, because clearly the sprite would be too tall if they stood straight up. So, like, just have him tilt to the side so they can fit in the combat window. Gotta get creative. 240p. It's so cute. Wow. Yeah, Michelle, you are the bits boss for sure. And I like your choo-choo train. I know you don't want it, but I like it anyway. Okay. I think we're gonna cast Fire Paint on this group. It's a big enough group. I kind of thought they'd die. I was wrong. No, I softened them all up anyway. Who looked up? It's got to be Lawyer. Yeah, okay, Lawyer. Power by 4, reaction speed by 1, HP by 9. I'll take it. Okay, north and west, 2 stairs. Okay, come on. I can do it. All right, then we're gonna go east and then south to stairs. I just realized how that works. Huh. So in this game, sometimes when you go upstairs like that, or you go out of a town, you will run into a monster the second you come out. Like you don't even move. You just are meeting one. It counts that as a step. Because when I went up those steps there, repel lost its effect when I popped out the top side. So like, that counted as a step, I guess? That's, interesting. Or maybe, no, it counts that as a step, because when you're coming out of town, you're not going to meet monsters in town. Hey, what's up, Gerd? So, it's counting that travel. When you go up the steps or out of a town, that counts as a step, and it ticks down your repel, clearly. That's the first time I've seen it like happen like that. How you doing, Gerd? Happy Thanksgiving Eve. I'm doing really good tonight. We had a hype train earlier, and I got a new emote. Where's my new emote? My new hype emote. Super cute little. Oh, I already had that turtle one apparently. I don't even remember getting it. Oh, that's the one I got when I was trying to get the parrot. Where'd my new hype emote go? Oh, I lost it. Dang. Well, it was nice while I had it. It was called Hype High, right? Whoa, what did I just do? There it is. Well, Melly's got it. Thanks, Melissa. I don't know where mine went. I lost mine apparently. Thanks. Thanks, Gerd. All right, we're going east and south to stairs. Right now, we are working on getting another crest here in Dragon Warrior 2. We are looking for the Stars Crest in the island tower here with giant doors. Gosh, that pug is just demented looking. Okay, then we're gonna go west, north, then west to stairs. See, that instruction was good. Good job, previous me, past me. Okay, and then over here, we're gonna spot a little gremlin again. I don't know what's up with these gremlins and hiding crests. And I'm gonna go talk to this gremlin. Oh, no, he ran away. Oh, no. Oh, and this totally not suspicious wizard. What's everyone making for dinner tomorrow? Every Thanksgiving, I do roast vegetables. I'll take some harvest vegetables and just chop them up, spice them up, bake them. Simple, but people like it. So this year I got beets, Brussels sprouts, parsnips, and sweet potatoes. Oh, a sweet potato. I just bought one that was like a giant football-sized sweet potato. I hope big sweet potatoes taste as good as small ones. I don't know if that's a thing for sweet potatoes. It is a thing for beets. If you buy big beets, they don't taste good. They're not sweet anymore. They're just plain and kind of bitter. Small beets, little tiny beets, delicious. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And when I cut up the beets, all of the vegetables turn pink. Like big yams are fine. Okay. But yeah, I do that, and then I do the dishes. We host Thanksgiving at our house, but Melissa here does. Not Melly, not Melissa. That's Michelle. Michelle does the cooking. Michelle and Brandon come over and they cook all the food. I just do the dishes. Pretty sweet deal. Oh, I also supply the wine. I bought cranberry wine one year, and now I'm in charge of buying berry wine every year. Didn't get cranberry this year, though. They sold out. Okay, thou need not speak thy mind, for I know thy mind well. Come follow me. I will guide thee to the place where thou shalt find the crest. Oh, look, this totally helpful guy who doesn't mention the gremlin that just ran by is going to help me find the crest. We're used to it. You know, when I was a kid, my mother would say, that if someone else would do all the cooking, she would do all the dishes for the rest of her life. And I thought, you're off your rocker, Mom. Dishes is the worst chore. I hate doing the dishes. And then I became an adult, and I was like, oh, no, cooking's the worst chore. I will totally do the dishes if anyone else will cook. Oh my gosh. I will do all the dishes. Not a problem. Please don't make me cook. Somehow I have to cook Christmas breakfast every year then. Cook Christmas brunch. Oh, you like cooking? Well, you can come do our Christmas brunch for us then, Gerd. I actually don't mind cooking like for other people. Like, so I'll, Sarah works from home now, and I'll often just like make her lunch. I enjoy doing that, but I will never just like cook for myself. Also, it's hard to cook for a family of 7, because invariably half of the family will be like, meh, don't want it, don't like this, don't like the texture, and it's just like, and they're all so happy if I just don't cook and just get a McDonald's. I'm like, this is so much less work for me. If I just got a McDonald's every day, they'd be so happy, and it would be so much less work for me. So why am I not doing this? I used to love dishes, just pop in headphones and get to it. Now I struggle with this. Oh yeah, that'll do it, Melissa. Maybe, Gert, unless you feel like driving to Seattle. Yeah. I still do dishes to relax. The other night at 3 a.m., I cleaned the kitchen to help insomnia. That would not help me with insomnia. That would wake me up. Can confirm, hate dishes. That's why you cook. Well, all right, Michelle, you can cook Christmas breakfast too then. I'll do the dishes. I put on old episodes of Star Trek to help my insomnia. Turn my brain off. Okay, I'm following this wizard. Totally not sus at all. You can actually catch him, I think, at this point right here, and talk to him. I caught him one time and talked to him. Like, you can stay close enough to him that you don't trigger him going down the stairs. And see, you can talk to him. Follow me and do not make a peep. That's the only time I've ever been able to catch him, though, is right there. I went to Seattle for Christmas and didn't spend it with my friend Greg and his family. Oh, if I went and didn't go into town? Yeah. I get it. I helped her. Good luck with your prep there. Alright, I'm just going to follow this wizard. He's totally not going to set me up for a trap here. Open now the treasure chest. Okay, I totally will. Yay, I found the star crest. Oh no, just kidding, it's empty. Ha ha ha, into my trap thou hast stepped. Why does this guy talk backward? He talks like Yoda. Oh no, gremlins. I watched a Nancy Drew Let's Play before the dishes and drank an alcoholic otter pop. Melly, are you good? Is that English? What is that? I watched a Nancy Drew Let's Play and drank an alcoholic otter pop? Don't... Like, it wasn't frozen? Like, you used to live in Redmond? Oh yeah, no kidding. Yeah, well, I was up here. I was, in 2015, I would have been in Covington still. So, no one knows where that is. Like 30 minutes south of Renton. Back in 2015. Then we moved up to Renton for a while, and then we moved back down this way, south of Renton again. But Sarah worked in Redmond, and is gonna be going back there. She's been working remote forever. They moved her down to Bellevue for a while, but her new job's gonna be back up in Redmond. Oh, wow, yeah. We didn't move there till 2017. It's cool. Small world. Alright, let's smoke these gremlins. These gremlins aren't strong. The monsters in this tower are weaker than the monsters in the last tower, but this tower is a worse maze, and it was over by Hamlin, so I did things in this order, just cause. Not because this is like the order you're supposed to get them in. If there is an order you're supposed to get them in. I'm stumbling through this game, but I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time. Not. Okay. Yeah, we lived in Islands. There's the Star Crest in Renton, up in Kennydale. Enjoy folding your laundry, get out of here. I'm just going to be gathering up more crests. Next one is at the Fire Monolith. Where's the Fire Monolith? It's a ways away. What? Oh, I cast the wrong spell. Outside first. There we go. Don't stop me now. Having such a good time. Lurking around. Alright. I think I cast that extraneously there. I think that was not obsolete. Extraneous. Repel. Whatever. Okay, there's a, we can get to the Fire Monolith. Some dude in some town somewhere was like, hey, are you Mickey? I've got a message for you. Well, not Mickey, Lolu. My name's Lolu. I got a message for you. Go to the Fire Monolith. And I was like, what's the Fire Monolith? And so I went back through all the monoliths that I had searched, and yeah, this is the Fire Monolith. And sure enough, if you blow the flute here, you get the echo. There's a crest here. So I searched this whole place, couldn't find it. So then I went outside and searched the whole island, couldn't find it. And then I realized it's one of these right here. Tricksy, huh? There's the sun crest. Okay, so what do we have? Is that like, we just already get 3 crests? Yeah, so we're up to 4 crests now. We're missing the heart crest. I don't know where it is. But we have the Moon Fragment now. And if the notes that I received from... Oh, which one did I come from? Where did I come from? I came from Alefgard. Was that the left one? Nope. The notes I took from the townspeople are right. The ocean cave has the Eye of Molroth in it. Wow, I got it wrong as many times as I possibly could. There we go. And the Eye of Molroth will open up a new place. Hopefully the new place has the crest. Okay, so let's go to the ocean cave next. Which is... Ah, don't walk in the swamp. What are you doing? What are you doing, Michael? Let's go to Osterfair. Osterfair is the town / castle closest to the ocean cave. Tonight, gonna have myself a good time. Oh, really? Molroth is your sidekick in Dragon Quest Builders 2? Well, found his eye. Is he missing his eye? Or I think I'm gonna find his eye. Somebody told me the eye was here. Molroth. That name literally means like bad angry. Molroth. If you name your kid Molroth, you name your kid bad angry. What do you really expect? Although, I guess if that's your sidekick in Dragon Quest Builders 2, then you sounds like a good person. But I mean, in Dragon Warrior Monsters, the monsters were your friends too, the allies. Just like Pokemon. He has amnesia, so he's like, who's this evil wizard? Man, we gotta kick his butt. Oh, he doesn't know that he used to be evil? There was like a X-Files episode like that, wasn't there? Where some psycho had amnesia or something? I don't know. Or maybe it was somebody who was... You know what I think it was? It was a psychopath who could see the future and didn't understand that he was a psychopath. He couldn't figure out what was wrong. He's like, I could see the future and I'm doing all these evil things and I don't know why. And he meets... what's his name? That actor, Peter something. I can't remember that actor's name. Old dude who was in like While You Were Sleeping, the grandpa in that, or the dad, Bill Pullman's dad in While You Were Sleeping. He's like, you're a psycho, bro. That's what's wrong with you. And he's like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. That's why I keep doing all this horrible stuff. I'm a psychopath. I didn't even realize. Oops. That's what I need to watch next. After I run out of Star Trek to watch, I go back and watch X-Files. I haven't seen X-Files in a minute. Okay, to the ocean cave. So just kind of... I actually never finished mapping the ocean cave, so hopefully... Why am I fighting these? What? Didn't I have repel on? Hopefully I got close to the end of it. I stumbled around in it for a long time until I died, and mapped as much as I could before I died, but... We'll see if I got far enough. It looked like I got pretty far, though, because I got attacked by, like, a scripted fight. There was, like, a little NPC on the map who was like, get out of here, and attacked me, and that's how I died. So it seemed like I was getting close to somewhere. As close to, like, a boss as this game ever has at the end of a dungeon. Antidote herb? Why are we even finding stuff like that? Don't even pick it up. I feel like I lost money wasting time picking up that herb. Okay, over here should be the ocean gate. Yep, there it is. Okay, and it's surrounded by this shallow water, but if I use my... Who's got it? Who picked it up? There it is, Moon Fragment. Oh, that's the first time I've ever actually heard that. I've never had the sound on when I did that before. I kind of thought the music would stop. It didn't. I've also never heard this music in here, but I've heard this music in other parts of the game, so this isn't like new or interesting. Ah! So many graboopies. Wait, numer. Oh dang! We got a dragon warrior in here. That's the name of the game. But the closest thing I've fought to a dragon so far is a dragonfly. What's going on, Ghost Dog? But you know what? Those dragonflies are no joke, though. They mess me up. I didn't mean to imply that they're not terrifying. They are. From what I understand, they named them dragonflies because they eat other flies or something like that. We need Bug Doctor. We need Bug Doctor to explain where that name came from. The etymology from the entomologist. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. Got any big, exciting plans for the holiday, Ghost Dog? Eat some ghost turkey? They eat horse flies and black flies. See, they eat horses. That's what it was. They eat horse flies. Like dragons eat horses. That's what it was. Or maybe they eat princess flies, too? I don't know. Horse flies. That's what it was. That's what I was remembering. You had your Thanksgiving... Oh, that's right. Thanksgiving. Yeah, you're celebrating some captain sailed around the North Pole or something, right? What's the impetus for Canadian Thanksgiving? We do Thanksgiving interesting way. We host it in our house, but I don't do any of the cooking. Our guests do the cooking. It's great. They bring all the food and stuff over. They cook it. I do the dishes. It's a pretty sweet deal. There's no such thing as a princess. I made it up, Melissa. I made it up. You get that joke for free. It is a super good deal. They're a bunch of chumps. Good thing they're not listening right now because they're over there prepping the food. Actually, they think I'm the chump because they hate doing dishes. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's just a good deal. I think it's just good synergy. Okay. I have no idea what I'm doing. What am I doing? Let me get my map. Okay. My little graph paper map here. Because I don't know my way around here. And I didn't write myself any directions in my spreadsheet. It says Ocean Cave. That's all it says. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to go that direction. We're going to go down. Okay. And this is the place where I said I found that guy who, like, makes a hole appear in the wall, but he didn't tell me he was making a hole appear in the wall, so I didn't know that was happening. So I got very confused.
So this place took me a minute to get through because misleading. Also, there's a million staircases in this place that go to nowhere. And I don't mean that like you go through them and it's just a dead end. I mean they all go to each other. It's like walking around an MC Escher drawing. It's a nightmare. This cave sucked. I hated it. It was terrible. You'll get a glimpse of how many stairways there are, but I'm not going to be taking any of them. Okay, so this is the part where the wall hole appears. Okay, so look, I'll show you. Right over here, you see at the top of the lava here, that's a wall up there. That's not a hallway. That's rock. And so that's how I mapped it originally. You can see where I scribbled it out. Because when you go down here... oh, no. Oh, no. I'm just a doofus spaz. All that crap I talked about this game isn't true. I was looking at the wrong part of my map. Wow, I'm a doofus. Okay, so never mind. The hole in the wall always exists. I just didn't notice it the first time because my map is drawn wrong. Sorry, Brandon. I totally lied to you before. You want your 6 bits back? I messed up when I was making the map. That actually makes more sense to me. That makes more sense than the wall opening thing. In a way, I'm kind of relieved when I find out that I messed up. That's like my favorite thing to find. Like, oh, phew, I messed up. I like that. Because that's the easiest thing to fix, right? Hopefully. It's way easier to fix me than it is to fix someone else. Yeah, so for some reason I drew it, I like somehow drew that other little lava cave right here again, so I blocked this one off, but there's nothing there. There's nothing in my way. I can just walk up there. The lava hurts you, but and step guard doesn't work on it. I don't know why step guard doesn't work on lava, except that maybe it's because the lava doesn't hurt you very much. It's like the stuff that step guard does work on, it does a ton of damage, like 30 damage per step. The lava just does 1 damage per step. So you can walk on it for a while, no sweat. Not like right now. I'm kind of sweating right now because I wore my sweatshirt and I got the fireplace on right there. So I'm pretty toasty, but like comfortably toasty. Still, we'll get to see all the staircases, don't worry. What? That was a very exciting step. Get wrecked. Okay, let's put... I don't even know if repel is actually doing anything in here. Like all these monsters might just be too strong for it anyway. Whatever, it offers me peace of mind. Okay, and then where am I now? I lost myself already. This went to K. Okay, this is where all the stairs are. Whoa, Pink Panthers beat me up. We're gonna fire bane. Hopefully these things don't have like a ton of hit points. Oh, don't die! Oh, lol, you're dead. Okay. We have a Leaf of the World Tree. That didn't kill any... Okay, we're gonna try and run from this. That got too real too fast. Okay. That's what Leaf of the World Tree is for. Numore. That's super unusual. Lolu is not usually the one to die. It's usually Varia. Sometimes Numore. Gosh, I don't remember the last time Lolu got That's just the danger of getting ambushed like that. Those things all got to hit me for free for a round, and when they all pick on one character, it's enough. Okay, Stairway to Nowhere. That chest right there is a trap. It just does damage to you. This chest has gold in it, but not enough to bother with. Another fake staircase. Well, another staircase that goes nowhere useful. Let's take out that saber lion, maybe. Oh! Ouch! Boop. Beep. Boop. Is that Varia? Rats, Varia. Power by 2. I don't care for that. 3. That's good. Oh, 9, 12. And a new spell. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Outside. That's a good spell, don't get me wrong, but Newmore already knows it. So, it's feeling a little redundant. I guess if Newmore dies or runs out of mana, now Varia can cast Outside. But honestly, the Dragon's Potion makes that kind of useless. Alright, so which staircase do I need to use? I'm going to go to V. The one that I labeled V. Okay, so there's a fake staircase there. Oh, we're just going to run. I can't deal with these saber lions right now. No, I said I can't deal with these saber lions right now. Let me go. I don't have another leaf. Oh, and they all picked on Newmore for some reason. No. Oh, Newmore's toast. Bye, Newmore. Well, good thing Varia learned Outside. Oh, no. Oh, Newmore. Okay. Well, I saved it before I came here, right? Okay, so look at all these staircases. Look at them all. And they all just go to other staircases. They go to more staircases that just come back here eventually. Okay. Sorry. Alright, we're going into V. That's this one here. Because it puts me closest to where I want to be. And then we're going to go to Theta, because I ran out of... I was labeling the staircases with the Roman alphabet and ran out of letters. So this staircase is named Theta. I got all the way up to Pi, I think. I mean, I didn't start at the beginning of the Greek alphabet. A lot of those letters look just like the Roman letters, so they wouldn't be helpful. Okay. This is as far as I ever got. There was a monster fight here that I died. That old lady there attacks me when I walk up to her. Such rudeness in a wizard's home is not acceptable. Perhaps I should turn thee into a frog. Oh, they're just evil clowns. Oh, it's just 2 evil clowns. That's not even, like, scary. But I was just so weak when I got here that the evil clowns killed me. This is where I got the thunder staff. It was from an evil clown in the jail beneath Middenhall. Gosh, I thought it was something so much scarier. I think I just, like, literally started this fight with, like, 6 hit points, though, and 1 character alive, so that's why I had such traumatic memories around it. Okay, so hopefully we'll find the eyeball here. I don't know if it's doing anything, but... Ooh, baby. Okay, that's a good... Robots? Weird. I've never seen robots before. Okay, Metal Hunter. Robots are weak against lightning, right? Oh, it didn't do very much damage. That's a good sign. Robot house! Apparently, I've entered Robot House. Cheese it! Oh, I say. Actually, they're metal hunters, not robots. Thanks, Melissa. Thanks for clearing that up. Does that mean that they're made of metal and they are hunters? Or that they are hunting for metal? Inquiring minds want to know. Alright, so this should be the Eye of Mulra. That's what they said would be in the cave. Okay. Good thing Varia learned outside. I mean, I totally could have just used the Dragon Potion instead, but... she learned it, I'm gonna use it. Let's go get Newmore back to life. Ugh, the ocean looks all gross when Newmore's beat up. Because all the white pixels have been turned that pink color, salmon color. Looks grody. Ah, that is like distressing looking. I really don't like the look of that. Have you ever watched Actually? I don't watch a lot, but I enjoy myself every time since it's nerds trying to out-nerd each other. I've never even heard of Actually. Was I accidentally doing an impersonation? Oh, you don't raise people from the dead? I kind of thought you were a House of Healing. Is there a House of Healing here? Where do I go to get Newmore back? It's a fortune tell. Oh, I don't think I can do it here. Alright, you know what? I got a plan. I know how we'll get Newmore back. We'll do it organically. Actually... I was doing the judge in Futurama. Motion denied. Okay. Alright. Let's go find the World Tree. The World Tree can bring Newmore back. It's just south of here. I mean, we need to get a new leaf anyway, right? May as well grab two. Should be just about due south of the ocean cave there. Well, south of this island here. But that's cool, because we need to be over here anyway. Hopefully there's somebody who can res him there. Okay, so here's the World Tree. Well, actually, I don't need somebody who can res him, because now I got... Wait a minute. Michael, pay attention to yourself. Alright, who got it? Where'd it go? It's a YouTube thing. They post statements, and you have to be like, actually, Kylo Ren wasn't a Sith Lord, and stuff like that. But what's the prompt? How does the prompt work? And then what? You gotta, like, back up your position? You gotta offer a thesis? Or do they just find the prompts in the world when people say things that aren't correct? Actually, a watermelon is a berry. There's also puzzles like where is the Pokemon region, or naming all the random pictures. Oh. Is it like a contest? Like a game show? Okay, so here's Welgarth Town. We came here before. Oh, this is not actually the town I need to be in, though. We need to go to Baran. It's weird because on the map, Baran or Welgarth is right near the swamp where I need to go with the Eye of Mulra. Speaking of, who got that thing? Okay, Newmore got it. How did Newmore get it? He was dead. Okay. Whatever. No, it'll be a sentence with something wrong and you correct it. Oh, okay. Game show style. Gotcha. You buzzed in first. That's cute. I would check that out. Actually, it's called. Okay, so, yeah, the little valley is right over here. Just a little northwest of where I am right now, but the entrance to it is actually in Baran. It's not in Welgarth Town. So we're going to go to Bran instead. Soon I'm done with this giant group of mobs. Oof. It's already 10:20. All right, well, let's go check this place out because I've never been here. I've like off stream, I haven't been this far. I never even got that Eye of Malroth before, so this is all new territory. Very exciting. Oh, I hate these trees. Somehow these trees dance a jig and it makes you lose magic points. It just feels so rude. They take so many of them. They'll dance and you'll lose like 20 magic points. It's just brutal. Okay, so Baran. It's gonna be this. It's not very far. It's just weird because maybe it's more because of the way I drew the map, and so like I cut this continent in half. So to me, it looks like Welgarth Town is way closer, but oh, I guess that's not really the case though, because you step into a teleporter, you get teleported to the little valley. Oh yeah, no, this is right. I was like, what's this little island? This isn't on my map. It's on my map. I just forgot it was there. So you go in the teleporter in this town that's farther away to end up in the swamp area where this new area of the map, oh gosh, I've cut it in just the silliest spot. It's called the Plateau of Roan, and that is supposedly where Hargon is. And hopefully another crest, because I still need another crest. I know where to take the crest if I find it. There's a little island monolith that is featureless for now, but they say when I get 5 crests that a wizard will appear there. Yeah, that's fine. Like Toe Jam and Earl? What's like Toe Jam and Earl? The teleporters? What did I say that was like Toe Jam and Earl? I do like Toe Jam and Earl. Yeah, alright. Whoops, no. Newmore. That's not how attacking stuff works. You're the wrong character though. It's okay if you make mistakes on Newmore. It's Varia you can't make mistakes on. Just like in Final Fantasy where you're 4th player. Random annoying dance. Oh. Random annoying dance. Ooh, gee. No, they make you dance. They make you do that, like the hula, when you walk by the hula ladies. Okay. This is Baran. Where's the teleporter? I don't remember where it is. Somewhere. Oh, I think I remember where it is. I'm going to save it real quick, because there's a save point here, too. And off stream, I'll probably do some more grinding. I'll probably end up buying a Falcon Sword for Newmore. I think it's a worthy investment for Newmore. I don't know if it's worth it for Lolhue. Especially if... I don't know if the light sword is the last best weapon in the game. I mean, I just bought it at a store. I didn't like even find it in a chest somewhere. So I feel like out there in a chest somewhere there's maybe a better sword. Okay, here is the Jailer's Key. Okay, and then we cast Step Guard. And go in the teleporter here. So this takes us to this little... You gotta cast Step Guard again here. Valley. I don't even remember what this guy said. What do you say? The ancient road to Roan was once west of this monolith. Yeah, and there was someone else who told me if you use the Eye of Malroth in the swamp, some good stuff will happen. So, here we go. Alright, Newmore, you do the honors. Bet you didn't even know this thing was in your bag. I guess we, like, stuffed it in his bag while he was unconscious. Oh, baby. Open little cave. Hunters? These 4 hunters. They got all distracted looking at the mountain opening. And they weren't looking at me. They were just camping out there. Just hunting in the swamp. They really disrupted my momentum there. I opened this cave after all that work, and 2 little hunters showed up. And... yeah, you nerds. Oh, boy. This looks like a cave I'll have to map. Wow, look how much mana area has now. Triple digits. It's fantastic. Oh, look. There's so many staircases already. Okay, why? Whoa, Mega Knight and Saber Lions? Alright, let's just do a little scrambling for now. Maybe I can even use this VOD later to map a little bit. Horks? 2 Horks and 2 Horks appeared. Don't put me to sleep. I'm trying to run away. Lol, you did not break away and ran. Lol, you was asleep on the floor. And see, now I gotta map this whole dungeon, because maybe there's some awesome treasure in it somewhere. An excellent weapon or armor or something. Probably in that chest right there. That chest is probably definitely not just gold or a trap. No, those Horks became a team. Okay. Alright, you get pounded, because it's just one of you. Thank you, all you. Bro, really? The encounter rate is so high in here. Oy. This isn't even 2 Horks. That's 1 and 1 Hork. Forget it. Bro. I don't think this isn't even an encounter yet. I'm starting to think that this is just a every step is an encounter. Or every other step is an encounter. Like the Death Cave in Final Fantasy 1 and Gurgu Volcano. At least these things are kind of slow, easy to run from. Alright, what do we got here? What? It's right there? I was convinced that was going to be gold or a trap. But no, it's just the last crest. There it is. Found it. Okay. Yeah. Bye. Let's go meet the wizard. That was awesome. Okay. So we're back at Roan here. What's the fastest way to the wizard? I guess I just gotta use my boat. That was awesome. Got all the crests now. Look at that. Alright, let's go see that wizard. I did not think that the crest would be like right there in the cave. I thought maybe like, I don't know, like in the last dungeon. I thought the cave would just like lead me to like a big, you know, epic final castle thing. And in the epic final castle thing, I would find the last crest and then have to leave, go learn the spell or whatever, then come back. And it was totally unexpected. Alright, so here is Osterfair. Oh, we don't need to go down. We can go up. Okay, what am I doing? Get it together. Okay, it should be up here. Just a little monolith. There it is. All alone in the ocean. So every other time I've gone in here, it's just been empty. There's no monsters. And it's like really deep. But you get to the bottom and there's just nothing there. So hopefully there's some kind of wizard there this time. Nothing, huh? Oh, there we go. I hear a mortal voice calling me. Ah, 3 descendants of Erdrick. Yes, I shall help thee. I am Rubis, an enchanter, and long ago I promised Erdrick to help when the time came. Now is the time. Receive now my charm and my spell of protection. What did I get? Did that do anything? Was my inventory full and so I could... Oh, there it is. Charm of Rubis. Okay. With one hand, Varia held aloft the charm of Rubis, and yet nothing happened. Okay, I've heard of this Rubis thing. What does it do? Once thou hast 5 crests, seek out the good wizard Rubis, who dwells in the depths of the sea south of Middenhall. Let me tell thee, Hargon is a master of disguise, but if thou hast the charm of Rubis, thou wilt see through the deception. Some say that Hargon has cast a spell over his entire castle, that it looks fair and peaceful. Thou will not be deceived if thou hast the gift of Rubis. Okay, so it'll apparently reveal the true form of Hargon's castle, is what we're dealing with here. So it's just a quest item. I kind of thought he would teach me a spell. Guess not. I'm not learning a new spell. I think that'll do it for tonight. Get back to town and save it. And then hopefully do some... I'm not going to stream tomorrow, and I didn't stream yesterday. I figured I'd do Wednesday and skip Tuesday and Thursday this week. I will do some grinding, maybe get some level up, some more spells, etc., and try and map that new cave out. Let's get rid of some junk here. Copper sword. Do I still need the Moon Fragment? It's like taking up space in my inventory, but I don't know if I need it again. I'm not going to throw it away. Same with the Echoing Flute. I'm not going to throw that away. Or the Eye of Molroth. Like, I feel like these quest items don't have any function anymore, but I'm too chicken to throw them away. I guess it's not like I need the space in my inventory. What would I put there? More quest items? If there's more quest items, I'll deal with it then, I guess, but... It's not like I need herbs or fairy waters or anything like that. I'm gonna go eat something. My stomach is a little ball. Alright. Ooh, it's getting harder and harder to level up. Look at how much experience points I need. Maybe them horks are good experience. Alright, we have entered our deeds in the Imperial Scrolls of Honor. Let's see who's on and where we can get some bonus radishes. Let's go watch some Pokemon. Keltalo is playing Pokemon Shining Pearl. Let me get through this ad. Alright. Here we go. Let's raid Keltalo. Give him the Mickey Dad raid for me. Give him the Psyduck love. All that. And everybody have a happy Thanksgiving. Thanks so much for the hype train, the gift subs, and the bits. Thanks for hanging out and chatting with me. I love all of you so much. And I'll be back on Sunday. Night, everybody.